Middle.
Middle.
Got buffed. Well.
Go, boys, go!
Let's go. It's over. This dungeon. Oh my god.
Hey crew, I hope you enjoyed the clip of the 1590 Master Dungeon Clear, and unfortunately my audio didn't record, so that's a big bummer. But hey, the RNG gods in Destiny have finally blessed me, and we got the new exotic sword, Heartshadow. And man, is this thing pretty awesome, and it has some very unique perks that make it one of a kind, and it can also pair with a few things that I'm going to show you throughout this video that make it pretty crazy with invisibility, and it puts out some very great damage and weakens targets as well. So a very unique kit with this sword, and I hope you enjoy it. But first, we have a sponsor for this video. This video is sponsored by Footmouse. Do you guys want to take your gaming to the next level and become a god? Did I get you, huh? Maybe? No, actually, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I am level 92 on my account, as you can see on my name in the top left corner up here, and man, I can't get enough of this game. I recently got the champion Riho Bone Spear, and she is a game changer in helping me with the hard mode of the Doom Tower, and that's what I love about Raid. It always has something new going on, and getting one single champion can change the way you play, which I think is just an awesome thing with the game. So what's new in Raid right now? Raid's currently running a special Deliana Chase event where you can get your hands on an amazing Deliana champion, a brand new legendary champion from the High Elves faction, just by logging in. All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and July 20th, and you'll get Deliana for free. That's it. Deliana is one of the strongest support champions in the entire game and can help carry your team get past many of Raid's tougher challenges. You don't want to miss out on her. This is the best time to get started in Raid, and if you click my link in the description or scan my QR code that you see on screen, you'll get a free starter pack worth almost $40. We're talking 3 free champions at once: Misericord, Tiger Soul, and Romero, plus 10 Magic XP brews, 10 Force brews, 10 Spirit brews. That's huge. All this treasure will be waiting for you here, and it's that easy. They've only given one champion in the past, so don't miss your chance on getting such big rewards all at once, and snagging Deliana as well. And not only that, but the gifts keep on coming. All new players, listen up. Once you're in game, just enter the promo code MyDeliana to get your hands on everything. Simple, right? Get 50 XP brews to instantly get your legendary hero Deliana to max level 50, as well as a ton of silver on top of that. Just click the link in the description, and I'll see you guys over in the game, and I'm sure you'll enjoy Raid as much as I have. Thanks so much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. It helps my dream of YouTube become a reality, and thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's look at the new exotic sword from the dungeon, Heartshadow. Doesn't this thing look freaking sweet? Sorry, Lament, this is now the coolest looking sword in the game. I'm sorry. So we have 2 perks here. The intrinsic trait here is Exhumation. Heavy attacks made with full sword energy turn you invisible and fire exploding void projectiles. And then we also have the weapon perk here, Shot in the Dark. Remaining invisible grants this weapon increased damage for a brief duration. Hitting a target with this weapon's projectiles while Shot in the Dark is active weakens them. So I assume the weaken is a 15% debuff, just like how the void weaken is with the grenades. But that's pretty cool, right? So you just use the heavy attack and you go invisible. You don't need a kill or anything. And the void projectiles fire out. While you're invisible, you're getting this Shot in the Dark bonus damage, and you're weakening them at the same time. So you're doing 2 different things. And then on top of that, you just go into the heavy swing and it goes right back into being invisible. So you can just be invisible over and over as long as you do your heavy swing. Now the caveat to that is it takes a little bit for your heavy attack to recharge, but it only takes like what? I don't know, 3 seconds in the bottom left that it recharges. Now another cool thing is this compare nicely with a aspect or a fragment here on the void subclasses. Void buffs applied to you, invisibility, overshield, and devour have increased duration. This actually works with the invisibility of the sword as well, so it bumps it up to 10 seconds of invisibility with the sword. And then you can take it even further like I was with the hunter and pair it with Omnioculus on the hunter, right? So you have that awesome damage reduction while invisible. Then you have the double smoke bomb builds and you can always be invisible. So I think this is gonna fit nicely into some sweet builds. And it's just an easy way to play the game, right? You're always invisible, you're always just doing the heavy attack and being invisible. The only thing you'll have to spec into is adding some extra stuff into the helmet for sword ammo finders, sword reserves, and a sword scavenger, right? If you're really specking into a sword build. Now, as you saw in the ogre in the last sector, it took us 3 power swings to take down the ogre. And a couple of videos ago, I showed you guys that it took 3 Gallahorn shots to take down that ogre, right? So it's kind of in line with a power sword swing, and same thing with like a Gallahorn shot. It's pretty close to each other. Now, I don't know the exact damage numbers because I couldn't stay up all night and test these damage numbers. And I'm sure someone will break it down and do it properly, probably better than I can, because that's just not something that I focus here on the channel. But I wanted to show you the first look of this sword, right? I wanted to show you guys what it's capable of, what it can do, pair it with some invisibility, and just run around and be invisible and murk everything with the sword. And it's just a cool sword. And I also wanted to share my experience with the Master Dungeon with you guys, and that you can see that we got the clear done and I got the sword on the first run, all that good stuff. Now, as the sword gameplay is happening, I want to ask my loyal members here that always watch my videos, my favorite crew members, do you guys want to see the Master Dungeon build that I used? So it's basically the build that I used, and I showed the video of the Warlock with Starfire Protocol, probably like a day ago now that I posted that video. So it's that build that I used, and I switched some things up and used it with Wither Horde, a linear fusion rifle, some machine gun, Void One for some damage, stuff like that. But I didn't know if you guys wanted a build and then me showcasing what it could do in that Master Dungeon, because I have the full Master Dungeon clear recorded, so I can show you that footage, right? And I can go over what you should be doing, how it should be working. And my 2 other teammates were using the exact same builds too. Because a big thing, you know, we were running out of ammo in the boss room, so those fusion grenades were coming in clutch with a ton of damage, as you could see in that opening clip. And then towards the end there, when we had no ammo or we're in the room just dealing with ads, you could literally break the shield off of any of those high health targets, those yellow bars, right? And just throw 1 fusion grenade, it would kill them. You basically have the damage reduction and being able to survive because you're dropping your rift, and you have the mod from the artifact getting ×2 restoration, all that good stuff built into it, right? And I went over that in the last video, and I know some people definitely missed it because I had some people in the Discord asking about it. So if you want me to go over that build and say that, you know, basically this is a build that I would take into the dungeon, then I'll set that video up and I'll make that video for you guys. But it's completely up to you because I've already kind of covered the build. I just tweaked the build, you know, barely anything, and basically with weapons, something like with Wither Horde. But it will have the gameplay of, you know, the boss encounter and how to deal with it, and like your gameplay loop that you should be playing. So let me know if you're interested in that. I'll let the rest of this gameplay play out, and I'm super excited that I got this sword, and I'm looking forward to making some more content and getting builds out to you guys. I have another Titan build in the works that I'm working on, and a Hunter build. The Hunter build will be the Shards of Galanor build that I want to make for you guys, and the Titan build is going to be using the new Titan melee, because that melee is just a blast to use and it's such a cool animation. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next video.